So, if you have ever experienced a change in personality, you may not even know, right? Even people around you may not even know they have a change of personality because the cloning technology is already changing people through the technology of CERN. So, what happens is that CERN has even destroyed our relics. You know, when people die, they are left with relics. So those technology are really very harmful to the destruction capacity to that extent. Okay, do not underestimate this power because they use a lot of DNA from our creator. Right, there's a lot of abuse of power using his energy. Otherwise, it would not be possible to be destroying things in this way, to be destroying spirituality in this way. So I'm trying to save back all those aspects of our spirituality. I don't know if this is enough because it is going out of control in some way, okay? It is really going out of control. The cloning technology is keep on happening, right? Because of some entities who is ego driven. Okay, they are, I don't know, they are not very well educated, or they are so much ego going on trying to change their life using Akasha records, or trying to steal a lot of energies and spiritual DNA from the creator. All right, so they are trying to densify his consciousness, so do not underestimate this kind of forces. These are the dark forces that we're talking about, and these are poisonous. Okay, all those recombinant viruses, right? Black goo, white goo, cancer, all these are the dark forces. This is what they channel. They make use of all the surroundings to act like their agents to change our body construct, our spirituality, right? In all planes of existences. All the masters, they also suffered a lot. Some of them are killed, diminished. So we need to stop all this technology and recover back, right, in multiple time to see whether they can come back again. Okay, how they clone body, I already tried to decommission all these mad beats, all these cloning technologies, but there are still some entities trying to stop all these things. Okay, so what they do is they will poison people in the house when they sleep. All right, they will use the house using electricity patterns that is programming the house to be a killer in the house. And then after the person is spiritually dead, they will extract cells, tissues, organs from the body, and they make use of all these energies to astral project to the sky. All right, I don't know whether they are trying to help or hinder. Okay, if they are not conscious enough, it can be killing people instead of helping people. All right, they may not know that source is no longer around, or that his consciousness is elsewhere. All right, so they may not know the whole situation. Okay, so I would advise, if anybody is in control of all these kinds of programs in supercomputers, please do not participate in all these things to try to kill people, or think that pulling down these energies is helping us in any way, or calling for help. Okay, we do not need to call for help. We need to find the solutions. Okay, this is what I encounter. Some people who call themselves witches or gang stalkers, they may be quite ignorant about such spiritual matters. What happens, right? Do not pull energies from other people. All right, please try to subdue or suppress all these kinds of witchcrafts. Light workers do not practice witchcraft. Okay, let this be known. They do not use spells. This is the proper way. All right, if they think that all these witches, burning the witches, all these kind of stories, these are not of light. All right, all these witches, maybe they deserve to be killed, because all this witchcraft has an impact on the light workers. They actually kill source, or our light source. Please do not pity them or think that they are to be pitied. All right, do not listen to all these witches. They are so darkened and so poisoned. All right, they go around spreading disinformation in the internet. All right, so they may have some grievances, but I feel that their grievances are not justified. They may be killed by technology or some other, some other reasons, but they need to repent. All right, but I find that some of these witches are not repentant. They may have some other agenda that may be like money driven or power driven. Okay, they have a lot of ego because they steal a lot of energies from our creator of light. Okay, so please do not participate and become a witch or continue with all this kind of path. This is not a spiritual path of light. All right, these are satanic cults. Okay, all the witches are satanic cults. Okay, so those burning of witches, they are also in the satanic cult. All right, whether you call it Wiccan or I don't know what kind of like dark arts they have. Okay, these are path of the dark. Okay, this is not light at all. Real light workers do not really focus on light and dark aspects. Okay, if whatever dark forces out there trying to repent, trying to go to the light, they will have to be on their own to try and figure things out to see whether they can, remove all those poisons. Actually, I did a lot of help in removing all those poisons. Whether they can make it or not is really up to them, So this is my stand. All right, because they are affecting us, which is why I have to help everybody to clear the poisons and spells. All right, it's not because I want to help these dark forces. It's because they are affecting us. Okay, as to whether they can be helped, it's really up to them. All right, there's a limit to what I can do, because if I make a stand that I help everybody, then I lose my light. They are dimming my light. They're actually fragmenting our light through all those technology that they created. All right, all those LED is actually fragmenting our natural spiritual light. All right, they are fragmenting. That's why our DNA strands, we actually have more DNA strands in the past, but because of all this technology that's fragmenting our DNA spirituality, all right, we actually have like at least 36 strands of DNA for some. Okay, for others they have 24 strands. They have some others, they have only 12 strands. All right, those fragmentations cause our DNA to further downgrade, right, to only 2 strands. All right, so this is why it's caused by technology. All right, it's caused by even LED lightings. So this is why it's not encouraged to have too much of all this light, artificial light. Okay, in modern cities, all right, there's a problem. All right, there's a lot of light pollution that is blocking in terms of frequencies. You may not even hear any sound, but because there are a lot of implants that is blocking our psychic hearing, that you do not even know there are some frequencies acting as frequency fans, and that's blocking our connection to the divine or celestial realm. We don't even know what's the real situation, what's above, whether they are still surviving, whether they have recovered or not. Okay, because I feel that I'm only helping all of us to recover. So a lot of damage has been done, So do not think that it's rainbows and colors. Okay, even New Earth, it is not even open yet by real light workers. Okay, all are just in the false light. In terms of the light quotients, all right, all are still false light. Not all are able to tell the truth to the extent that all these technologies has an impact on every aspect of our spirituality. So we need to stop this at the core. That is to really stop all this technology by changing the frequency, changing the alchemical constructs.